What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, aka the next Hokage. Welcome back to Naruto Online. Now, I've been getting a bunch of PMs and messages in game asking me, am I gonna cover the events? What's the point? Like, honestly, there's nothing to cover. There's nothing to cover. Like, this is normal. Ninja Puzzle, whatever. Battle Rebate, okay. This is the only thing that is currently in the game right now, and it's trash. There's nothing to cover. They give us, after everything that happened, they give us this event here with freaking barbecue. Like, no more barbecue and events. This is like so worthless. Like, this proves my point. This proves everybody's point, not just mine. It proves my point and everyone else's that they just don't have anyone that knows anything about the game. I have 4,370 pieces of barbecue. I don't need barbecue in an event. I don't need it. And a lot of people were like, well, you have to have something bad to land on. No, you don't. You can have things of varying levels of quality, right? You can have like a mood scroll there. You can have lower level Machatama. You can have, you can have medium refinement runes because people are still using those. No. You don't have to have something that flat out sucks. You don't have to have barbecue there or revival potions there or something that just flat out sucks and is useless. Like, that's that mentality, man, right there. That's that mentality. Like, oh, you have to have something terrible on the wheel that you're spending money on. Of course you have to have something. No, you don't. You don't have to have something bad on it. This barbecue is awful. I've been looking at some people and their roles to kind of get a feel for what they're getting. And a lot of people are getting barbecue, which is no surprise. But the worst part about this is the fact that other people have done the math on this already. They say that it's about 23,000 ingots to get Hidan, when last time it was like 14K. So after all of that turmoil, after all of that drama, their repentance, their please don't hate us, please stay in the game. Hey, we've changed. After all of that, they give you a Hidan that's almost double the price than it was last time on a lucky board. On a lucky board. I'm laughing, but I don't think it's funny. I actually don't think it's funny. But after all that, they give you a 23K Hidan. And to free players, you don't even get anything off this board. Like, you don't have enough time because it only lasts 3 days. Now, in principle, I don't have a problem with events only lasting a short amount of time to kind of like drive the excitement. You know, when you go to a store and it's like, hey, it's a one-day sale here at Best Buy. Yeah. That's supposed to like drive excitement, and the deals are so good, you have to come in that one day. These 3-day sales are not good deals. So why are you making it? Oh, I know why you're making it a 3-day sale, because you want to make sure that even free players can't get a measly 3 seal scrolls. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Well, I said I wasn't going to cover the events. This was supposed to be a practice breakthrough, but you know what? Let's go through some of this UI really quick so I can kind of show you some of my issues right now, right? So we know Benefit Hall, right? So we know this is coming. This one really annoys me because there is no reason for them to leave out the 80 and the 90 and the 100. Why would they leave this out? This doesn't make any sense. Someone made a conscious decision to say, you know what? I don't think our American players are going to get the level 80 update. Think about it. Think about this, because they had to plan it. When they decided to raise the level 80 cap a long time ago, when they decided that we were allowed to get to level 80, someone in North America made a conscious decision to say that you do not deserve a little level 80 bonus that is built into the game. They are taking things out that were built into the base game. Like, this was supposed to just be a thing. It was supposed to just be a given. And I got to quote somebody from the forums that I don't remember his name, but he's like, why don't you just stick to the script on that kind of stuff? And look at the level 70 reward. And this is the part that is really kind of aggravating. The level 70 reward is this 2 seal scrolls, some revival potions, shapeshifter card, and a med kit. It's not even like it's that special, and I assume the level 80 is not super special, or the 90 is not super special. So it's even more egregious that they decided, nah, you don't deserve it. Nope, you're not gonna get it. Same thing with the power gift pack, which they have not talked about yet. So they said that they're going to be adding this level gift pack, but they said nothing about this power gift pack, which someone told me In other versions of the game, this goes all the way up to 70k power. 70k. So there are rewards all the way up to 70k, including outfits and whatnot. So once again, I semi-forgive them from not having the power all the way up to 70, but right about now, you can have it up to about 50. So, once again, someone made a conscious decision when we are approaching 20k power, 25k power, 35k, 45k, 55k. Once we start approaching all those power levels, someone made a conscious decision to say, no, I don't want North America to have free barbecue. I don't want them to be able to get free seal scrolls. I do not want them to be able to get more Machatama. I want a feature that's built into the base game. I do not want them to have it. That's what makes it even worse. That's what makes it even worse. Kind of moving on to some other stuff. We're just going to go through this UI. We are going to go through this thing, right? Let's go to the medals here. Now, this is something that I didn't even know existed. In other regions, when you buy a medal, you actually get a flat discount in the shop. So all of these things right here get a percentage off. I think it was 20%, but don't quote me. All of these things get a percentage off for being a medal holder. We don't get any of that. Once again, someone said, nah, they're not gonna get that. So that's something that I think is a bit egregious. Now, from here, I'm gonna kind of go off. Not like go off like, grr. I mean like kind of just say things that I don't know will ever change. And this will make sense in a second. So this medal, it's so bad. Right? There are other benefits to the medal. Yes, I get it. But this is so bad. And the fact that you only get it on the weekend, 3 ramen, a shape-shifting card, and 2 bond scrolls, and you only get it on the weekend, this is just... And I don't know if this ever changes in any other versions. That's why I'm kind of like, maybe I'm like overstepping my critique here, because maybe even the Chinese version doesn't have a better version of the medals here. That doesn't excuse it, but it semi-excuses Oasis in a small degree, but not really, because we know they have the ability to change these things if they want to. I'm trying to give Oasis a little bit, but I just can't. You know what I mean? You're just trying. It's like having a girlfriend that cheats on you. Every day you find like men's underwear in your bed, empty condom wrapper. She doesn't answer the phone. You're like, oh, maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's not so bad. No, it is bad. Your girlfriend is cheating on you. She's cheating on you. So these medals are just awful. And it goes to show that no one really manages this game. Oh my God, this is just something that just needs to be looked at. You know, I understand if we were like week 1 into the game, but who needs 3 ramen, a shape-shifting card, and 2 bond scrolls just on the weekend? That's the only time you get it, is just on the weekend. Oh my God, it's just really a strange design here. So that was the benefit haul. What else is going on here? Is there anything else I need to cover here? I talked about this in my last video, but I'll kind of bring it up again. Week 4 in these monthly celebrations, once again, if somebody was just managing the game, if somebody was actually paying attention to what's going on in the game, who actually cared, he would say, you know what? We have a lot more veteran servers that no longer need to sweep elite instances. They just don't need to do it. Why are we having an entire week dedicated to sweeping elite instances? What are you going to sweep for? What are you going to sweep for? You see what I sweep for in Gendo. Am I going to sweep for Baki? Zabuza? Am I going to sweep for Guy, who I already have 5 stars? Toby? Who am I going to sweep for? Sakura? Like a week's worth of elite instance sweeps when there is nothing of value to sweep for. The only thing that people are sweeping for on veteran servers is just like the novelty of getting more 5 stars, or using those 5 stars to kind of cap over to refine those extra fragments. But there's just nothing here to sweep for veteran servers. So this just kind of shows you once again that they just don't manage they don't manage the events. They don't pay attention to what changes in the game, because the game ages, the game evolves, the game like the meta shifts all the time, and you have to have someone that cares about the shifting meta, and it just doesn't seem like they care about the shifting meta and in the evolution, the natural evolution of the game. We as a player just kind of get screwed over. So that's all I really want to talk about in this video, I guess. Yeah, the events this week, not a good start. Not a good start. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. Next week I thought Lucky Board was this week. Next week should be Lucky Board. Somebody was saying that this event may have already been too far along for them to change. I don't really buy that. I think they could have done anything, you know, seeing how much of a firestorm was in the forums. I think they could have done anything. They could have shifted. They could have did it. They could have pulled it off. But anyway, we got the bond system. So I was kind of flirting with Sasuke over here. He's over here just hanging out, just chilling. Tomorrow, let me see. How do I open this thing up again? Let me show you who I invited. I invited Gaara because, like, these are, like, you know, old school meta ninjas, not super useful. So I invited Gaara, who is actually pretty useful. So we'll get him here. And of course, Vanilla Tamari. She's on her way. Just wait. She's grabbing an Uber and she will be here in my house. All right. I thought about kind of doing Kakashi for no other reason than the Kakashi just sucks. Maybe we can make him just not suck as... It's probably still going to suck, but it's just kind of sad that Kakashi is just not useful in this game at all. Beheading Kakashi is not useful. I think maybe Anbu is useful later on, but for right now, not really. In our version, we have no Kakashi that's worth using. So I don't know. Maybe we invite Kakashi. I'm going to keep that open because I think if I don't invite a third one, it just kind of... It could be a new one, not on this page, maybe. I don't know. I've never really seen this system before. But at least this is, you know, something interesting, something else to kind of play with. Yeah, so that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll bring you another separate video going through my normal. We're not going to talk about like things that are upsetting. Typically in our survival trial, we'll just talk about fun stuff. So we'll do that in the next video. This is the team that we're going with. Now, one of the more premier PvPers on server 2 uses this team, but he uses it with Water Main. I don't want to switch, so I'm not going to use Water Main. So this is that team right there. There it is. I think I might have set it up wrong. Hold up. Go back out. Go back out. Go back out. Go back out. All right. I want to do... Go back out. I want to do Kisame first. Then... Actually, go back out. I'm just thinking about the power levels, right? Al can go last. Put him over there. So yeah, this is the team that he uses, but he uses Water Main instead. So pretty interesting team. I'm glad to see a little bit of use out of Kisame, whatever. I'm glad to see some use out of him here, swallowing up your chakra. The Owl clones feeding Mei, so you can get. This is kind of like one of those. This is a team that you don't need to use Mabui for to get a second turn Mei, or even a first turn. No, you can't get a first turn Mei because she has a battle round cooldown. Am I right? Am I right? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I can't spoil my next video. Can't do it. Can't do it. How do I, let's go home. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. I'm pretty sure it's a battle round cooldown of 1. Like you can't do it on the first turn. You can't do the Mei ultimate on the first turn, am I right? 1. Yeah, you can't do it on the first turn, so you can only do it on the second turn. So, yes, this will allow you to get kind of a bootleg, poor man's version of turn 2 Mei ultimate. I think the Owl clones need to be set up a little bit differently. If I can get them to kind of go right here in front of them, that's the best way to do it. But this is more protection for Owl. But that's that. Anyway, I'm out. Not going to spoil this team. I will see you guys next video. Later.